Welcome aboard, sir. I see that you're sitting in low class, which is in this direction.
Low class? What's that?
Seat so low, you're sitting on the ground. Can I get like a snack or something? Of course, sir. Here is our menu.
There's nothing on this. It's just paper.
I know. We serve nothing. But that'll be $5 for the menu.
Buying cheap is so not worth it.
Should have booked on Way Away.
This one?
Yes.
Users who sign up for a Way Away Plus membership get cash back on bookings of flights, hotels, rental cars, and more.
Cash?
Right to your PayPal. Now you can fly on normal flights for cheaper.
Thanks for that advice. Also, where's the toilet? Here you go, sir. You can go in that corner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. For those sitting in no class, I'll now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. If the seatbelt sign goes on, please fasten your seatbelts located in the basket next to you.
How am I supposed to strap myself in with shoelaces?
It's super easy. You make 2 bunny holes go down and under and through the hole. And in case of emergency landing on water, your life vest should be right next to you.
This is a balloon?
No, this is your life vest, and if you untie it, it's also your oxygen mask.
Should have never booked a cheap flight.
You should have booked it on Way Away. Members get cash back on flights, hotels, rental cars, and more, so you can save money and not fly like this.
Thanks for the advice. By the way, where are the emergency exits? I don't see one.
We just have 2 emergency exits at the front.
But this is the back.
That's right. Good luck with that. Did you know that Singapore is known as the Fine City?
Not because of how fine the city looks,
But because of the many strict laws enforced by hefty fines.
first up,
Do not smoke outside of designated areas, because you puff, you pay $1,000. No peeing in elevators. First of all, who the heck does that anyways? But if you do, $500 fine. If you like feeding animals, don't do it in Singapore, because a piece of bread will cost you $1,000. Thinking of riding on this? Don't you dare drink or eat. That's a $500 fine. Are you a litter bug? That'll be $1,000. I think that's justified.
did you forget to flush?
$150 fine. I like this one.
Do you like playing with these?
You're gonna get the cane. That's right. The cane.
Okay, now guys, this is very important, so listen up, because in some countries this is fine. But here,
This is a death sentence. You get the death penalty. I know this looks kind of cool, but if you do this in Singapore, you get some jail time and the good old cane.
I actually learned of all of this while I was in Singapore as well, because I saw it on a t-shirt.
These are the top 6 filthiest areas of the airplane.
And you won't believe what the last one is.
First up, the overhead bins. I've never seen it cleaned once, and it's touched by literally everyone. So maybe after you grab your neck pillow and before you use it, give it a little bit of wipe down. Next is our safety instruction card. This is touched by everyone, so you can imagine how dirty this is. Actually, wait a second. Maybe I should remove this off the list, because let's be real, I know none of you guys read this. It's actually probably so clean. Tray tables. Not used for meals, apparently. People use it as a footrest, and some parents like to change diapers on these bad boys. Airplane seats. Sure, they're clean, but the type of cleaning needed to actually clean these seats aren't done. I feel like you just need to throw these away. You would be surprised how many people like to use the regular seats as toilet seats. Speaking of toilets, the toilet doors. I know some of you don't wash your hands, so that means more urine and feces are smeared on these doors. Now, the absolute most vile and filthiest area on the plane is your... So use more toilet paper. Bye. Excuse me, can you put up my bag for me? If you're unable to lift your bags, I'll be more than happy to check it in for you, and you can pick it up at baggage claim.
But you did it for her?
Yes, because she's 5 foot tall and too short to reach, so... Well, she's tall enough and you did it for her. She's 90 years old.
He seems young, you did it for him.
The guy in the wheelchair? Yes, I did it for him. Those that are physically unable to do it themselves, of course I will help them. Come on, it's just one more bag. Sweetie, there's 400 passengers on this plane. If I have to lift up and put away every single one of them, I will break my back and die.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Excellent. So would you like to do it yourself, or did you want to check it in? Excuse me, do you think you can help me with my luggage?
I'll help you with that, miss.
I guess that works too. Hi, would you like any snacks? Can I have cookie, please? Of course. Here you go.
Thank you. Can I get some more? Sorry, sweetie. I need to pass it out to the rest of the passengers first, okay? Why? Because if we don't feed everyone, they're going to get mad at me. Why? Because making people happy makes me feel good. Why? Because I'm a people pleaser. Why? Because, I don't know, I have a constant need for approval. Why? Because I grew up in a house where nothing I ever did was good enough. Why? Because life is complicated and messy, and I don't even know how I'm holding it together right now. Why? Because I'm 40 years old and I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and I just found out my boyfriend's cheating on me, and all my friends have moved away because they got kids, and I don't see them. I have no friends. My best friend's my dog. I gotta die alone. Reasons airlines can deny you boarding. While boarding, if flight attendants sense that you might be a little sick and about to puke, they can deny you boarding. I know some of you like to before a flight, but just remember, if you look way too drunk, we can deny you boarding. I don't know why you would do this, but people do. If you come barefoot, we can deny you boarding. For our larger passengers, if you cannot safely put on your seatbelt with a seatbelt extender, the flight attendants can deny you boarding. If you look really pregnant, like really, and you don't have a doctor's note to prove how many weeks you are or if you can fly, they may deny you boarding. Before a flight, it might be wise for you to get a family or friend to sniff you, because if you have bad body odor, we can deny you boarding. Speaking of bad smells, if you're bringing in something as well that stinks, well, we can also deny you boarding for that as well. Some airlines kind of like have a dress code, but no dress code. Clearly, if you're naked, you're not getting on. But some airlines will actually deny you boarding if you're wearing a little bit something too sexy. Also, I kind of like this one, but lastly, do you just have a bad attitude problem? So if you're kind of an a-hole, we can deny you boarding. So be kind, everyone. Bye! Excuse me, ma'am, you're sitting in an emergency exit row, so in case of an emergency, are you willing to assist us? What do I have to do? In the unlikely event we need to evacuate, you need to open the emergency exit door, and I'll show you how to do that. What if I don't want to? What do you mean? I don't want to do that. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll just need to switch you with someone else then that's willing to assist me. No, I paid for this seat. This is my seat. Yes, but there's also requirements for those sitting in these seats to assist during an emergency. I don't care. Well, we need to care because it's going to save everyone's life. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're being a big meanie head and I hate you. Okay, I wasn't trying to be mean, but I don't care. I don't want to do it. It does sound fun. Fun? Well, you know what's fun? If you open the emergency doors, you get to go down the inflatable slide. There's a slide? Yeah! Why didn't you say that earlier? Of course I'll help. I don't know why I'm making this video, but I feel like I need to. This is how to properly get off the plane. First of all, stay seated until the seatbelt sign goes off. This is actually the perfect time for you to check your seat and make sure you have all of your belongings. Passengers lose so many things, and I'm gonna tell you right now, once the plane leaves again, the chance of you getting your stuff back is when the seatbelt sign goes off, feel free to stand up and stretch your legs, stretch your arms. For me, I usually just stay seated because I want to finish the movie that I'm watching. Whatever you want to do, just stay in your section. Usually there'll be one exit. If it's a larger plane, maybe two. But wherever the exit is, please exit the plane row by row. For those that need special assistance for whatever reason, please remain seated until everyone has disembarked. Don't block the aisles. A flight attendant will help you when they can. And if your bag is behind you in the overhead bins, don't try to like wiggle through the crowd. All you need to do is wait until the aisle is clear up into the row where your bag is. Now, if your flight is delayed and you had a connecting flight and you feel like you need to rush off, the chances are there's more people on that flight that also has a connecting flight and they're also probably late. If you are delayed and you have a connecting flight with the same airline, they know this information. So if the ground crew on the next flight think that you're not gonna make this flight, they will rebook you on the next available flight. Also, I've seen this happen a couple times. If you advise the crew that you have a connecting flight you need to catch, sometimes they move you closer if there's a seat available to the exit, but that's up to the crew. And also, if there is an emergency upon landing, like a medical emergency, please follow the instructions of the crew and remain seated so the person that's probably dying needs to get off the plane first. They do. Thank you.